Here.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Dad. This is Walter.
Hey, Walter. How are you doing, sir?
Okay, thank you.
Well, good. We're talking to Walter Liff. Walter Liff is from New Hampshire and is an auctioneer for Action Auctions and does a fine job up there. We've worked together many years ago, but tell me a little bit about yourself, Walter. Where are you from and what areas do you cover?
Well, I'm from New Hampshire, and we're located in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, which is really right on the seacoast. It's eastern part of New Hampshire, and we cover southern New Hampshire and southern Maine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a licensed auctioneer both in Maine and New Hampshire, and a licensed real estate broker as well.
Well, very, very good. You and I did some work together many, many years ago for condominiums. Can you remember about that auction?
Oh, yes, it was many years ago. We did an auction together. It was at a large ski resort that was a big condominium complex that wasn't able to sell the units as they anticipated. And you and I and the auction company you were representing at the time did a fabulous job marketing it nationwide. And we had about 134 condominium units to sell, and we sold them at absolute auction. We filled an entire tent with people, and it was a wonderful, successful auction. And we sold all the property as we promised the owners that we would at reasonable prices, and they were very pleased with it.
Well, very good. How many condos was it again?
It was 134.
134. Wow.
Yeah.
I remember. It took a while back then. I think we were in a big. Was it like a horse arena? Where was that?
No, it was in a big ski resort.
Okay. Yeah.
And it was in a large barn.
Barn.
Time.
Right.
Right. It was a large barn that was set up with all tables, and we had set up a stage and all. And you and your whole staff was there. We had 4 or 5 computers set up. It was myself as an auctioneer, and you had 2 other auctioneers as well from the other auction company.
Yep.
And we traded time, and we had bid spotters. It was a very active auction, and it was very successful, and we did a great job.
It was amazing. We had more than 1,000 people in the audience, if I remember correctly, and again, great job for our seller, and you did a fantastic job on that. Tell us about foreclosure auctions, because it's a little bit different in your part of the woods than parts of the other country. Tell us about what happens at a foreclosure auction in your area.
Well, fortunately for our area, we haven't had plagued with as many foreclosures as there are in some other areas.
Right. Mm-hmm.
The seacoast area has been holding its real estate properties, and the banks have been making good loans, so we haven't had that influx of foreclosures that other ones have. But I do foreclosure auctions, and when we do a foreclosure auction, we still have to do a commercially reasonable sale in order to get the highest and best price for the mortgagor, to show that we just didn't have the bank's best interest in mind, but we also had their best interest in mind as well. So we advertise the property as we would if we were going to sell it via the private treaty method, and show the mortgagor, that's the borrower, that we were working in their best interest so we could limit their liability for any deficiencies. And the auction method of marketing is the most logical and the surest method of getting them that price.
Well, I agree with you completely. You just had a successful foreclosure auction a couple of weeks ago, didn't you?
Yes, we did, and we're having another one coming up in March 25th that we've already had just through our internet advertising and mailing. We've had over 92 requests for bidder information packages.
Wow.
We pride ourselves in developing a large bidder information package so when people come to the auction, they're informed bidders and they know how to do their own due diligence to make an intelligent bid. And we encourage that.
People that want to contact you to find out about these auctions and to possibly utilize your services as an auctioneer, how can they get a hold of you, Walter?
You could contact me by going online at w.liff at actionauctions.com, or my website is www.actionauctions.com, or telephone number is area code 603-431-6666. 6317.
Well, very, very good, Walter. We're going to have you on a different week where we can talk to you longer. I thank you for calling in and being part of the first show.
Well, thank you for inviting me, Doug, and we do look forward to doing business with you in the future with the UN Raw Auction Company.
All right. Take care now.